one secret ingredient unites top chefs in creating unforgettable gravy. Let's not sugarcoat it. Gravy can make or break a traditional British roast dinner. That velvety, savory sauce isn't just a side. It's the magic thread tying together those crisp roast potatoes, juicy meats, and colorful veggies. A perfectly executed gravy turns an ordinary meal into an experience, while a runny, flavorless or clumpy attempt can leave even the most lovingly prepared Sunday roast falling flat. And here's where most home cooks get intimidated. You don't actually need fancy gadgets or a restaurant kitchen to craft a show-stopping gravy. In fact, leading chefs across the UK all point to the same technique for elevating pan juices into an irresistible, restaurant-quality sauce. And this is the part most people miss, or might resist. What do the pros say? Across Britain, professional chefs are surprisingly unanimous about one thing. Skip the shortcuts, ditch those pre-mixed gravy granules, and embrace fresh, authentic ingredients as your base. Renowned Michelin-starred chef Mark Poynton puts it clearly, your pan drippings and roasting juices are the gold standard. He insists, a good stock and proper roasting juices are what make gravy unforgettable. But that's not all. Sean Blood, the head chef at Rome, champions patience over speed. There are no shortcuts to flavor. Gravy deserves time to gently reduce, he says. By letting it simmer, you build a tapestry of flavors, richness, depth, and that subtle, glossy texture that makes all the difference. Rushing this process, you may be robbing your gravy of real complexity, the ingredient no chef will skip. Ready for the twist. Universally, chefs are united behind one transformative quality, umami. This fifth taste, often described as savory or deeply meaty, comes from natural compounds called glutamates. While some people associate umami with MSG, monosodium glutamate, it's important to remember it's naturally abundant in foods like mushrooms. Modern chef Jack Stein has a fresh playbook. He stirs in a dash of soy sauce, a little Marmite, a splash of cider vinegar, and a hint of mirin. This fusion isn't just for adventurous cooks. It works beautifully with any Sunday roast, and even those classic sausages and mash. What's interesting is just how flexible these umami sources are. Whether you're a traditionalist or love a twist, the options are endless. Did someone say controversy? Some purists might bristle at the thought of adding soy sauce or Marmite to a British gravy, but the pros say, don't knock it until you try it. Chef Mark Hartstone, who leads La Fosse at Cranbourne, prefers dried mushrooms or fungi for an instant punch of earthy, woodland character, especially in gravies for beef, game, or more mushroom-forward meals. No need for any specialty ingredient runs, just dried mushrooms from your pantry. Meanwhile, Matt Fletcher from the Great Central Pub champions Worcestershire sauce. It's a non-negotiable for me. Just a splash brings out big, round flavors. But let's stir the pot. Worcestershire sauce does contain high-fructose corn syrup, raising eyebrows for some who avoid ultra-processed foods. What's your take? Does the burst of flavor justify the ingredient list, or do you draw the line? Finishing touches, bringing it all together. After you've coaxed that deep umami flavor, the best chefs advise a delicate balancing act. Try brightening your gravy with a few drops of balsamic vinegar or apple cider or a splash of white wine. Just take care not to overwhelm the subtle harmony you've achieved. And here's a classic pro tip. Dean Harper of Harper Fine Dining swears by whisking in a knob of butter at the end. This small step transforms the texture, making the gravy silky smooth and adds a delicate buttery note that lifts all the savory flavors. Butter's fat carries those rich essences throughout the sauce, while the milk solids add luster without ever overshadowing your carefully built flavor base. So, here's the question for you. Are you open to experimenting with things like soy sauce, Marmite, or Worcestershire for your next gravy? Do you draw a hard line at only traditional methods? Or do you embrace the modern chef's toolkit? Share your thoughts. Do you agree with the pros or have your own secret technique to contribute?